as we now head to 149 pounds. And this one's a toss-up match, Anthony. You got Tyler Badgett for the Panthers, ranked 25 in the nation, redshirt sophomore, 13-5. And he's taking on a guy from the WPIL here, local in PA, Sam Hillegas, 28th ranked in the nation, and he is a junior for West Virginia. Hillegas, a guy you're very familiar with, Anthony.
Yeah, Sammy, I've known Sammy for a long time. Jim Akerley, Quest prodigy there, and talented wrestler. Talented from a young kid. Transferred from Virginia Tech. The thing with Sammy, if he can keep his weight under control and keep his weight, and healthy, he's a great wrestler. He could be dangerous. Someone who's talented from all three positions. So I'm excited to see him at WVU. I think it may be a better fit for him and get some consistency with the starting spot so he can really kind of settle in on himself there.
Hillegas 13-5 on the season. Attended North Hills High School, two-time state champ in Pennsylvania. They are underway.
I'm excited about this one. Did we say Badgett made the rankings? Was he ranked 25 in a few spots?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So Badgett did make the rankings. He's 25 in one area, and we got Hillegas at 28. Pretty even matchup, guys. Two guys who are probably on the cusp of qualifying for nationals, and what we know with the qualifying system is that even though it's January and you might think this is a non-conference match, that this match is huge for these implications for qualifying for the national tournament. So this is a big match, and you know what, right in this situation, this is where Sam Hillegas is most comfortable, right? His defense is great. He scores a lot from this position. You see Badgett, beautiful shot, but Sammy's comfortable here.
Badgett, really, I think at this point, he just wants to get a stalemate.
Yeah, he could, but if he pops his head up, he could knee pound, pop his head up, make something happen, but I agree with you.
So a minute in here, still scoreless.
Sammy, a lot of offense from that underhook. Look for him to keep going for that underhook and use it. One thing, what I'm seeing right now is Sammy will almost back up. He'll take one or two steps back when Badgett goes to engage. And what I think he's trying to do is get Badgett to walk into a shot, right? So you see Badgett's footwork when he's walking towards Hillegas. Not quite sure if Hillegas trying to set him up for something or, anything like that, but just keep an eye on that. See that back step right there? He's taking a half a step back. Badgett's walking, taking that step towards him, and, it's only 2 minutes in, so he could be seeing how he reacts to that back step later on in the match. That's what those good guys do. They might throw a few setups out there and just see what your opponent does, right? So if I collar tie, if Badgett or Hillegas collar ties, they're gonna see how that opponent reacts. Everyone reacts a little bit differently, right? So next time they might say, okay, well, I know my opponent's gonna reach, so I might post. I know my opponent's gonna reach because that's what he did last time, and I'm gonna shoot right under that reach. So these are things that guys are making. Some of the best guys are doing. During the match, intra-match, to test out their opponent.
Looks like we're going to be scoreless at the end of one, and to be honest, if you would have told me that, I wouldn't have been too surprised. I'm not too surprised because just the way these two guys come out and wrestle.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely an even matchup here. Both guys settling in still. Sammy Hillegas is a good wrestler on top. Look for him to throw legs in and try to pin Badgett down to the mat. There's that near leg in. Yep, crossbody ride. This is where he's comfortable now. And you see how hard he's working to break Badgett down. The higher he can lift Badgett's thigh, the better. And now look for some back points here. He's going to go bow and arrow. He's going to get some back points. It's going to look like
bow and arrow is something he is very good at. He's gotten a lot of back points in his career off of this. Badgett doing everything he can.
The WVU bench is really upset that he's not getting any back points here, and it's pretty close. He needs to break that 90-degree plane, but WVU, they're pretty upset right now.
That is somehow keeping that shoulder up.
That's a tough position for Badgett there. This is not pretty. Pretty painful move. And if Sam Hillegas can adjust maybe a little bit to the left, he looks like he's going to bail on that. And no back points. I could have seen it go either way. I probably, from up here, not a great view, but it looked like to me that could have been back points.
So he's going to try to reload here, go to something else. I think at this point, Badgett's going to have a tough time getting out from underneath.
Yeah, I mean, he just wants to get out of this period now. And that sucks the life out of you. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, Badgett was laying on the mat, and it looked like maybe he wasn't giving a ton of effort, but he really was. And, man, after 2 minutes of that, it sucks the life out of you.
If you're someone like Hillegas who just dominated that second period with the ride, you're going to get – would you consider going on top here? I mean, I know he's going bottom, but, you know, in his career, we haven't seen him be the greatest on bottom. Would you consider going on top?
I mean, you could consider it. I don't think, me personally, and I don't think the WVU coaching staff, I think it crossed their mind, but you have to put him down. And, hey, maybe Badgett will prove us wrong right here, because Badgett has a nice ride of himself. And, look, he's got the same exact ride that Hillegas just had. So I could be very wrong here. But, you know, this is college wrestling. You expect guys to get out on bottom, especially to win. And if you want to win the big matches, you have to get out on bottom. So, you know, that's my take on it. But Badgett has a nice ride. You see Trotta, he's going to try to throw that right leg in, and Sammy's going to turn his hips away. Badgett's going to keep going for that right leg in. He's got to be careful here. He's forcing it in a way, and now he's a little bit in trouble. Sammy has his ankle. Sammy's going to try to scooch back and raise his body up, but bails on that.
Badgett's going to ride for
Badgett has a cradle. Uh-oh. Hip to hip. He's going to bail on that.
Less than a minute remaining in the third period.
Oh, bad scramble here. Can Badgett just hold on to the leg is the question. Force a stalemate.
Now, if I'm Sammy here, I got to kick. The more I wrestle back, you have to remember Sammy Hillegas is on bottom now. He should be kicking away. Instead, he just wasted some time trying to scramble out of that, and Badgett's only goal was to hang on to the leg. Great rides by both guys. I'm impressed. I'm impressed from both guys on top.
And the way just Hillegas dominated on top, I guess that's why I asked the question. I would have probably considered going on top there.
Yeah, you
get
wrong.
the ride. If you ride for 2 minutes, you get the ride time point. You win 1-0.
You know what? I didn't think about the riding time. You're right. Yeah, because he is up 1-0.
Now it's going to be a scoreless match, and we're going to head to overtime. Badgett almost got points on the board, though, with the cradle.
Man, that was beautiful. Sammy got caught with his head close to his knee and just rolled through just enough. Now, this is a big takedown coming up here. 2 minutes on the clock. Badgett in on a leg, gets Sammy Hillegas to his butt. Sammy's okay from here. He has a chest lock. You saw him have a lot of success in high school here. And he's trying to drive and he gets out of that. Look for Sammy to be a little bit aggressive here. Badgett's going to try to throw that left leg in. He has the leg hook. Badgett has the leg hook. He's just going to pop his head. Hillegas coming out on top here. Great scrambling, both guys. Badgett got to get his head up. And he's look for Badgett. Sammy's going to roll.
I think he's going to have to give up that 2 here. We'll see. He's just trying to hold on to that ankle as Hillegas.
Now, Hillegas can get some height here. He's going to have the advantage. Hillegas can move from here and have the advantage. I wonder if Badgett could try to get under. Now, Hillegas is just going to hang on for a stalemate. Look for a stalemate here coming up.
Yeah, it's all he could really do at this point. Surprised you haven't seen a stalemate yet.
Yeah, maybe they're letting the wrestlers wrestle through, but Sammy Hillegas can just hang on there.
And there is the stalemate. You had to wonder underneath. We didn't have the view, Anthony, but you had to wonder if his foot was maybe moving enough to make it not call that stalemate, because you would have thought that may have come 10 seconds earlier.
Right, yeah. And you know, it's overtime. We're getting down to the last 30 seconds. I appreciate the ref letting them wrestle it out. Sammy Hillegas, open shot. Badgett can hang on to that ankle. That's going to be his lifeline right there. But look for Hillegas to start to come around, hook an ankle. Badgett loses that ankle. He loses the match here. And you see Hillegas trying to squirm that ankle free. We got 5 seconds, and they called 2.
And they give the takedown with just 4 seconds left. I don't know if I've seen much position change, though.
Yeah, that was close for sure. I think just Sammy Hillegas could scooch around a little bit more is enough for the ref to call 2.
So Sam Hillegas of West Virginia is going to get the victory. Now make it 9-4 West Virginia as you see this takedown here. I don't see much position change here, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his hips getting down right there.
I think it's him getting his arm around the hip.
Yes,
that's where
we don't have that view, but yeah, I agree.